Hello all, this is a guide for damage on GemTD. I'm playing this on easy and I'm doing the spiral maze that looks sort of like a boat, as you can see here. The first thing you'll notice on this round, if you look, I've actually got a silver, but you don't actually want that on damage, so instead I chose to combine the two chipped diamonds and then got the floored diamond, as this goes into the gold, which is a lot more useful. I'm just going to talk you through as I go along, just so you understand what's going on. The way you're watching me construct this maze, depending what gems I get, will depend how quickly I start building around the edges. Yeah, not much happened for a while, so I skipped, but as you can see, I've gone from the top left of red, I've come down and I've connected this part to the spiral in the middle, and I'm going to do the same on the right side, going around waypoint 3. As you can see, what I'm veering towards there now. The reason for all of the floods is every round I was getting chips or floods, as obviously it was early game and you don't want to be getting anything of the first 4. You just want to be getting Jade plus, so until I start getting some like flawless and perfects, there won't be any specials coming out. And yeah, as you can see here, what I've done, if you look at the top left and the bottom right, this is actually where the spiral is going to continue. And if you can tell, right now, next round I'm going to sell the very left one, this one, and the very right one. And if you look now, it's increased. So instead of them going in through the top, they're now going in through the bottom, round and out through the top. If you get what I'm saying. That should you know, you should sort of be able to see what I'm doing. The reason I've got like 2 of pretty much every floored is just purely the fact that I didn't get very lucky. I was just getting the same thing over and over. One thing you'll also notice, the fact that I've got 3 topaz, and they seem to be doing all of the air for me at the moment, so I haven't had any problem with air. I mean, you shouldn't have too much problem with air on easy anyway. It's not until you get, I'd say sometimes hard, but majority of the time it's extreme, insane and absurd, is when you really want to sort of worry about it, and that's when you want to be getting a red crystal. So hopefully you're keeping up alright with what I'm, how I'm constructing this maze and what it looks like. I mean, once it's finished, if you just pause the video, then you'll get a good idea of what it looks like, because I'm trying to keep the camera always on the middle of the maze. Yeah, if you look there, I've finally got a Jade. That's for round 24. Yeah, I only just did air though. So yeah, usually what you want to be doing is getting, say, very early on, you want a floored opal, either floored aquamarine or emerald, a floored diamond, all in this middle, sort of this boat section, if you can see what I'm on about, where the floored diamond and floored emerald are at the moment. Yeah, where I've just put 2 towers now, because that's where you want the core of your maze to be, as obviously that is the centre. So the maze is almost done now. All I've got to do is take the right hand down to waypoint 3, and I'm done. Yeah, if you notice there, I just got 2 floored emeralds, but the problem was, as you'll see here, I just leaked 2, and what it was, I wouldn't have been able to get the dark emerald due to the fact that I didn't have a flawless sapphire. So I thought the better bet was to get the jade, but if it was later in game, then I would have definitely have kept the perfect instead of getting the flawless. I mean, it's typical that I just got a flawless, but I was more worried about air at the time. I mean, there's always, human error, so there's only so far this maze, this sort of video will take you, along with the guide that I've posted. I'm sure like Berserker and Executor will watch this and think, oh, look at him, he don't know what he's going on about, but I assure you this will get you 10 million every time. I mean, a year ago I used to do this every day, and I was trying to get into the top 10, and I managed 90.5 million, but that was probably at least 50 or 60 games just on Damage Easy. So it's not just about luck, it's also about the maze, I would say, and the experience. If you don't know what gem to keep, you'll keep the wrong one, so that luck would have been ruined. Yeah, as you notice here, I get a second Pariba next to the first one. It's not really ideal, and I wouldn't say try and go for 2, but basically early on I was only getting the gems that would combine to make one, and as it goes, it gave me a perfect aquamarine, so the best choice was to just go for it. So yeah, if you look now, that's a very good place to put uranium. In general, it's best for swarm, but the 25% slow is actually really helpful for when the boss is in the centre. So obviously when it's getting attacked by all your towers, getting stunned, that extra slow will be a bit of extra help, just to get that bit more damage. Yeah, as you see here, I just extra chanced, but it didn't come off. But obviously they don't always come off, so I've done it again, didn't come off. Sometimes you don't get luck. So yeah, look, finally, after the third time of trying, I finally got what I needed. So by the end of this video will have every special gem that ideally you want to have. A few extra different here and there can be beneficial, but until you've got the gems that will be shown in this video, you don't really want to be getting any others. So yeah, as you can see, I got yet another. So, but yeah, obviously I haven't got the stuff to get yet another Pariba, so. But yeah, if you notice, this maze is only like 1.7, 1.8 path in length, but all the scores that I've got now are all using this maze, so I'd say this maze is pretty reliable. So yeah, this is now the final damage. This should show you a sort of indication of, I mean, this will be like, you know, the lowest sort of scores you would expect with this. So obviously getting great gems will increase this by a lot. I got, what, 17 the other day, and that was purely on the fact that I got a great sapphire, and for some reason it was just throwing pink diamonds at me left, right and centre. I ended up having 3 upgraded and then a 4th non-upgraded. So damage was just silly. I only had literally 2 stuns as well. Well, 2 enchanted dark emeralds. So I'm sure if I had the 3rd I would have at least got 20 mil, but you know, better luck next time. So yeah, as you can see, the boss is coming to the end now, and the maze managed 11 million. So, and now here's the towers that I actually used. As you can see, I've included sapphire, but I didn't actually get one. This is actually very useful, so try and get one if you can. Yeah, there's actually a guide on the forum, gemtd.net. I'll put that in the description. If you check that out, there'll be a lot more useful info. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it was helpful. Have a good day.